Why, hello there, primates and powerlifters alike. Shams Nelson here from Pen and Blade. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about drawing noses, like this guy and also these guys over here. And I came up with a pretty simple method based on some studies I've done, and I haven't seen too many good videos. I mean, I don't need to insult into videos, but like simplifying the nose from profile view in particular, and I feel like this is a pretty simple method. So I just want to throw a video out there. Hopefully it'll be helpful to you guys. I'm still working on the rest of the face, but as an extra bonus, I'll do the whole I'll show you the rest of the face as far as I've gotten, what I'm thinking, what I'm working on now. So let me show you the process. I guess I'll show quick. It's only 7 seconds, the whole thing, and then I'll show you the few steps, and then we'll draw it together. All right. So grab your digital pencils or whatever, and or in your regular pencils. You don't need a digital pencil. It's crazy. A cyber pencil. All right. So step one is to make our little face. All right. So we're gonna have something like that. That's step one. Step two is you're gonna put the ear in, because that's gonna help you find the nose, and it's easier to figure out where the ear goes than the nose, I think, because the ear is kind of, you'll see it's central and it comes off the end of that and blah blah blah. Alright, then you're going to put these two lines right here. Alright, we're going to talk a little bit about those lines, but they're pretty simple. You can vary them a little bit and it'll still look cool, and that's how you get different noses. We're going to connect the lines. What is it, step 4? And then you can already see the anatomy of the nose coming together. Like, it fits right on the face there, and you can almost see the rest of the face coming in. So that's why I really like, I even like starting from the nose now, drawing in profile view, and in other views too. I'm still working on it from front view. If I remember, I'll show you guys how that's going, but I haven't really figured it out all the way. So, all right, and I'm still working on this, but I think it's working pretty well for me. So I want to make this video. All right, so next you're going to build out the nose a little more. So wait, first off, the fifth step is just to put that line right there. You can already see how it kind of divides the nose into two sections. You add some details, and then you can do the tip of the nose. So first I like to do those parts, and then decide if the tip's round or whatever shape, and then come in there, and yeah, that's it. Cool. All right, so let's get started. Just let's put these in a folder, hide it. All right, so first thing is to get the head shape. So the way I like to do that is to put a circle that's a little bit wider than it is tall, so an oval. Put the front of the face maybe, but then I like to come in here and either sweep like this, but if you want to do a superhero guy, you can sweep the other way too. That'll make the muscles look, but it's gonna come like this and this. Anyways, no, let's stick with this one. All right, you can already see how it's come around, and sometimes I like to just go like this, that, and that. Let's make a slightly thicker. Okay. All right, you can even just come around like that and just keep coming around and let that energy kind of flow through. And then you're going to have another one coming like this, and here's another trick. Oops. So right around the center, probably, you're going to want this guy sweeping in here. And when it all comes together, you're going to have that bottom shelf here. That's going to kind of come down to there. All right, you got that. Now you kind of got a face, the side face going on. Alright, let me do that again actually real quick, because I feel like that wasn't super simple. It was kind of all over the place. So one way you can do it is like this. I'm going to do these quickly. Okay, then you got somewhere coming down towards the middle. This is going to support the head. It's almost, and then also it's sweeping back like this. And then that's going to connect, so it's going to get rounded, because you see you got this one, and this one all meeting up. So it's going to go rounded like that, and then this part's going to end up being a little shelf. Alright, something like that. It doesn't have to stick out that much. You can have it other way like that, I suppose. Experiment, but I'm showing you the method that I've been working with. Alright, and then you have something like that. Oops. Because what's happening is the back's going to come like that, connecting, see, it's connected in there, and then this one's going to come like this. Put an arm. Alright, so you got a whole head thing, and you just got to work on the proportion or whatever in practice. The other way to do it is like this. Okay, you start off with a circle. Actually, I have a good video about drawing the gesture of the head, if you search that. Or maybe I'll put a link below. And that goes into more into depth into this. And then this is going to come back, so then you can see this is already like that. This comes back. And since I'm showing you, see, that's the thing. I used to do it like that and like this. You can go like that if you want. Just simplify it. So this comes into here. But the heads always seemed like they were leaning forward more, less heroically. And then I guess they sort of come down. Alright. I guess I'll just take my time with this one. Thought I was going to do a quick one just to show you guys the nose, but I guess it's a little more in depth. Alright. So, last one I'm going to do is going to be more with this one because I showed you all the other ways how this is curved that way. You can see how it's already creating like a Hulk-like figure. So it's really probably going to be like that. But anyways, alright. Then on these, I didn't even tell you guys, on these right here, kind of middle spaced between those two areas, and maybe a little bit further towards the back, but middle spaced between these around, you got the ear. So let's go back and put the ear. Oh, we already did that here. And you know, this will vary on person to person, so it's not like you have to be super worried about it. See, this one could be farther back. Why does it keep doing that? Alright, and then I'm just like, got a little space here, got some space here, you know? That's something you just have to mess around with and figure out. So let's keep working on this one. So then you go to bottom of the ear and top of the ear, like that. That's going to be where the nose sits. Decide, so I'm going to use like this as the front line, let's say, somewhere right in the middle here. Decide where you don't have to be that specific though. Say where you want, how big you want the bottom of the nose, put a line. Then, this is where, you know, the eyebrow area, you know, the brow ridge will be. So from there, you just kind of go back diagonally. And I guess, like, what if I go back more diagonally? This is going to be the angle. See, that's something I need to experiment with, or less. What effect does that have? I don't think you want to go too much left. I'm going to kind of go to 45-degree angle. That's about average. And then you can just connect these. And this one maybe connect either, you could have a curve like that, or you could have it curve the other way. You know, that's where you can start getting some of the character of the nose. It's interesting. You know, let's go with that. I haven't done that. No, let's just go with the basic. So keep it curved, just almost straight, but with a slight curve. Alright, I'm going to keep it basic for this. I'll experiment on my own later. And then it's going to come down below a little bit. And also, that's going to show where the nostril and the tip of the nose is. Cool. So then you just kind of decide what kind of nose tip you want. So you can make it rounded and you see what kind of character that might create. You could make it a diamond shape. Alright. You could leave it the way it is, just point and stuff. This could, at this junction right here, I think that's where it goes from like cartilage to bone. Actually, the bone probably starts up here. There's probably 3 segments if you wanted to get fancy with it. And then you could have like this one sticking out. But yeah, you can have fun with this part. And then let's go ahead. I'm going to leave it basic like this. Here, let's see, I'll do a little bit sticking out. Alright. And then what you want to do here is, so you've got this line and this line, this line and this line. So I know you can't see where I'm pointing. I got to remember that. Alright, let's have the lips coming down like that. Alright, so just coming down off the here. That's going to connect in there. What do we want to do next? We want to have the part, see where like there's going to be a kind of parallel line. It's going to go into the nostril and then it's going to wrap back to this point. Does that make sense? So let's just draw one of these nose shapes right here, and maybe I can clarify in case it's not clear. Alright, and then we've got this coming down here, so that connects like that. And we made our line like that. So from around here to here, we got a little nostril thing going on. And then here, that'll be like the top part of the nostril, and some people can make it go underneath like that. Or I think there's a style where you could go like that. You know, I don't know. You have to experiment, but I've just been doing it like that, and then kind of even connecting right there. So that can all be one little piece. And you kind of get this cool shape. Look at that cool shape. If I was to draw it on its own. Oops. You know, so you could even just start, I guess, shortening shortening the process if you can get to understand the shape. And then you have half of it in shadow, so right underneath there is shadow usually. Right there, shadow. And that's going to be deeper shadow, but it's kind of cool when you don't put it in shadow. I don't know why sometimes I feel like you can do that and it looks good. And I think we're pretty much there, but I said I would do the rest of the face with you guys. So I'll just kind of do that quick. So here I like to use the idea of it's like flowing, like we're taking these classes at force.com, or what is it? Force movement. So I kind of like the idea of it like flowing and things bumping into each other. Oops, oops. Alright, whatever. So let's erase this. Oh, that's too strong an eraser. Hold on. Alright, whatever. I'll just draw over it. So this comes down like that, and then it hits this thing like that, and then it's going to come down like that. See how it's flowing? And then this kind of wraps, and I like this idea where this just wraps and tucks under there. So you could have it even with straight lines like that. See what I'm saying? You can have it wrapped under here. We could do a different style right here. Oops. Oh, and you can also have the thing coming out like this. If that's, but then you see you gotta have the two extra curves, so that it's got to poke out to come in for the lip. When it comes in for the lip, maybe it flows like this to this thing. But then the bottom lip, see how it kind of tucks in like that, but we're just not going to complete it. So that's what we're thinking. And even if it's sharp, we could go, And then from there, I think it's going to go in like that and then come out for the chin. So it's, oops, I changed the perspective on this. This is crazy. This is crazy, you guys. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you. Alright, like that, and then like that, I guess. There's a cool little line that you can do like this. Alright, I'll show you that in the main one later. So you see how that tucks under. And then just to finish this one off, let's say it's bumping out again, because you can also do it that way. And then it's kind of flowing into the chin. Alright. And so for this one, yeah, we pretty much got down there. And for the eye area, there's this shape, alright? I'm still working on this. So there's this shape. And then I think there's a circle in there. And I'm trying to figure out how close or far the circle goes, where it fits in that triangle. Alright, but that's where I've gotten. And the eyelids are going to go over the eye and under the eye like that. See what I've done here? Like this sticks out. You got the eyeball, you got eyelid sticks out. And the eyeball's inside there. Okay, and then, you could put the eyebrow following that ridge line, and then this would probably be shadow. But the eyeball itself, like at least half of it, would maybe not be in shadow if you're going to do shadow like that. So this is a pretty weird head. See how it's leaning forward? I didn't want if we could go like this. Does that help? Anyways, I think we're going to wrap this up. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, one more thing, alright? I know this was a messy sketch, but I think I got the ideas across. So you can follow the eyeball. That wasn't very, so I wasn't thinking very much, but right here there's like a plane, right? That's more facing this way. So you can follow that with a little zigzag line, one, and then it's going to go into where this mouth area is also its own little kind of shape. So it's following that. It's like a nice way to indicate that, and then you can take out, So okay, let me just have like a little dimple there and a little line here. And another one where there's that kind of thing going on is actually I haven't figured this one out yet, so it's something like this. So I'm not going to talk about it too much. But basically it goes like that, and it kind of seems to go all the way down here. So if you have a strong jaw muscle, it might get accentuated too. But you see there's an under thing that goes like this and somehow comes in connecting to the eye area. Alright, so I think that's it. Oh yeah, and then the brow ridge, it's going to come out and in to varying degrees. You can round it, and you can make it sharp like that. You could underplay it or overplay it. A more pronounced brow rid is going to be more like traditionally masculine. you make it too big, it'll be like a Neanderthal. Oh, and then there's this line too, which comes kind of parallel to here. And it could swoop down here and give you the side plane of the face, something like that. And it swoops up and kind of connects towards the back, basically meets up, but you can see there's a little bit of top plane there that separates it. Alright, cool. I hope this was helpful. And yeah, I guess that's it. Peace, God bless, and stay fantastic, everyone.